Stay, even for a moment, that's okay. I'm no place for you to sing your heart away.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. Today's video is going to be an extra special one for all of you that are looking to just escape from our day-to-day life and really enjoy one another's company in a beautiful forest, making a picnic while we harvest food from the land. Yes, we are going to be our gathering selves like our ancestors and going to spend time in the forest to make ourselves some lunch. So if you're excited for today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It really does support us and help our channel. Of course, it's free to do so, and make sure you are subscribed and turn on your bell notifications so you never miss a video. Let's get into today's video. So this amazing man, Roy, has kind of arranged this with a few other people we'll have here today on our hike. And as you can see, we have all gathered here not only to enjoy the beautiful nature that surrounds us and really just get out on the weekend and smell the fresh air and really enjoy this winter weather we have here in Israel, but also just to, make the most out of our experience. We want to learn more about what plants are here in the forest, how we can use them to feed ourselves and give ourselves those different nutrients to really be the best version of us. And it's really exciting because we brought a bunch of different things that we have brought from home, like fruits and vegetables and seasonings, because what we find today, we are going to be cooking with and making into some amazing meals. So as you can see, we have an incredible group together, and it's just so fun meeting new people and coming to a new area. Of course, we know a few people here. However, this area is just so beautiful. You can see it's so clear out today. We could also see the ocean from afar. Everything was glowing with this beautiful sunshine and greenery for the winter around. So it's time to start gathering. So everybody brought a bag or a basket, just some way to be able to gather the different plants that we're going to find. And it's going to be really fun because we're going to really learn about what they can do to help us. Of course, in times of need, as far as if you get a cut or if you feel that you're not feeling good, or a great way to just get good sources of nutrients. So Roy has been doing this for a while, and he's been teaching people different ways to get nutrients and food from the nature. Daphna as well has been doing it. Mona is the mom over there, which she is so cute for coming with her daughter. And this is just an amazing way to be able to learn from one another. It's a great way to experience what is out there and how to be able to really purpose it into our lives. And so we started looking for the first thing, which this one was just something that you could add to your salad that helps with different ways of getting antioxidants. And a lot of us really enjoyed finding these little leaves that were all around. And of course, we were just hiking, really absorbing all the energy that the world was bringing us in this moment. This was one of them that I just wanted to show you guys up close. And Roy's giving us more of a definition and description of what the plants are for. Now, of course, there's a lot of different plants that look similar. So there's some key things as far as like this one, the center of it has a little bit of an extra tube in there, and the leaves are more oval shape. So there are some things that look similar to one another, and he did show us the different poisonous plants that are available to here. Some of them, believe it or not, you could actually cook with, and they would not be poisonous, I guess you can say. And some of them you had to put in combination and as well as cook them in a certain way for them to be edible. So I think this is really cool. Also, I like a lot of the medical features as far as if you're not feeling good or if you get a cut and you need to stop the bleeding. So it's just a great way to understand how you can see the difference between them and what is useful for us and not. You can see here he's climbing the tree to drop off some carobs, which this is amazing. I used to love carob chips as a kid going to a frozen yogurt shop. Now that I'm out here living abroad, to be able to see it in real life of what it looks like, I definitely was like, this is the moment where I need to take a nibble and show my mom exactly where carob comes from. If you guys don't know, carob chips are really yummy and they're sweet and it's like a healthier version of chocolate. So I was really enjoying the flavor of that and I thought you guys should definitely get your hands on them if you can. Now, the forest is just absolutely beaming of light and life, and it's just so amazing for all of us to learn these new tricks and tips together and just being able to really, like I said before, absorb everything, enjoy one another, and soon we're going to start to cook with everything that we find. So enjoy the rest of the hunt, and I will be back soon.
Gotta hear. It's gotta hear it. Oh, you're holding me, okay? Yes, of course. Pelik, shh. Bye-bye. Oh. Yeah, someone down.
So, as you can see, we found a well, which I was very curious how deep this well was because when you looked over inside, you really could not see the bottom. So, I found a heavy rock, and as you can see, that was a very deep well. Comment down below how deep you think it is because we at least thought it was 20 meters or more. But again, these areas specifically, you know, back in the Bible, for people say, where, you know, Jesus and Goliath walked and all of these things, it's really a holy area and a lot of people lived off the land here. So there's a lot of different things like wells, and you'll see the rocks in certain formations, like you could guess that's where they went to the bathroom or that's where they washed, you know, clothes and just different things that you can really use your imagination to see how people lived way back when. That's why I just love doing this. And of course, my favorite part is the cooking. So as you can see, everyone just started helping one another. They started making things that they wanted to make, bringing out different vegetables and seasonings that they came from home, and also the things that we harvested. It was just so amazing to see how everyone came together and made such beautiful things. One of my favorite things about watching other people cook and just cooking with other people is they really teach you like different ways to enjoy things. And I think that's a really fun thing. And everyone does things different, whether it's a different culture or background. So it's just been so nice to see everyone working together to make this meal for one another. So here someone was trying to make a type of pesto with garlic and seasonings. As you can see, some people brought their dogs along and people started making really yummy salads from the food that we harvested in the forest. It's so nice to see, like I said, you know, people just coming together, and now we're just breaking out some wine, really just getting to know one another and having that small talk to just really benefit not only what we have learned through this experience, but also sharing, you know, moments that we've had in life. And I think this is super special as well because it's giving more meaning and purpose, and also just feeling more open to accept one another, not judge each other, staying positive, giving that inspiration and motivation to be ourselves and really just enjoy what life has to offer. And I think, you know, a lot more people in this world deserve to have that freedom, deserve to feel that, you know, life is not so running from A, B, C, D and, you know, repeat and following a schedule. I mean, it's just really about opening your heart and your mind and sometimes even getting out of your comfort zone. We all have our, you know, comfort, and sometimes living in that comfort can make us miss out on a lot of different things that, you know, life has to offer. So Edan is now gonna make us some dough so that we can cook little pitas. We didn't have any yeast, so they aren't going to be as fluffy as usual. However, I'm sure they'll be good because if you guys don't know Edan, he literally, as you can see, can just pour whatever and make it yummy and good. And he's just really talented with those different things, aka talented with his hands. So everyone is just kind of, you know, going from different place to place. Edan is really making our dough for us, which I just adore him. He just is so passionate about things and is really good at them. So he's adding some olive oil. These are just, the flour was fresh from the organic farm. As you can see here, people are tossing the salads, adding some dressings, really just perfecting everything, which again, it's just so beautiful to see everyone's different creations. And I think that's super special. Julia is just making some coffee for everybody. Again, that's a very common thing to do here in Israel. And we finally have the fires going so that we can now cook. And believe it or not, yes, we're going to be cooking soup. And that is super great just because it's a very healthy way to enjoy food with each other. But also it was combined with a lot of ingredients from the forest and it had to be boiled like that. So here is some of the finished salads, which, come on, let's be real, they are beautiful. Definitely give them some love in the comments because they rocked the salads. Like, so beautiful, so refreshing. Now we're gonna roll that dough into little balls so that we can roll them out into little pitas. And what's super great about this is you're gonna see it was very great to add the salads inside and sauces. We did have a lot of vegetarians here today, so we kept everything, of course, very from the nature, which I think that's just such a great experience. And here you can see us rolling out the dough, which it was a lot of fun. Again, people from all different ages, backgrounds, it didn't matter like where you came from. It was just about if you can help and you can be a part of the journey with us. It was so special. So now we're rolling everything out and getting it ready before we put it on to the fire and cook it, in which this was really fun too because, you know, it's just something where it's like people show how it works for them and then someone else wants to try it. And then of course it comes into this like, you know, very fun thing that we're all enjoying together, and then we get to eat it together, which is even more fun. So this is the soup before we start boiling it, and you'll see the after, so definitely stay tuned. And it's just a great way. We're cooking here. We have the box blocking the fire or the wind, you know, and really keeping the fire well. And then as you can see here, our fire is getting really nice and toasty so that we can start cooking our pitas on it. So momentarily before we do so, we're just getting prepared a little bit of kube, which this is a vegetarian version. We just added mushrooms inside, and the outside is like the same thing that you make with couscous. Now that the fire is good to go, you can see we're starting to make our little pitas, which they decided to start coming in all different sizes. So this was a super great touch to the meal, super tasty, super yummy. It also reminds me of like a lafa. But again, it's a very traditional Middle Eastern culture food, and people just love it with anything. So here is the finished table, and I must say I'm so proud to do this with them and to really experience it. Here is the soup, like I told you, which again has a lot of things from the nature, and so do the salads. We're just gathering everyone around and thanking them for joining us and being a part of this with us. It was just so special. Added, of course, a little bit of dessert with tea and, you know, a few cakes people brought from home. And other than that, I mean, just closing the evening, enjoying every single moment.
Ooh, you smell the difference?
Other than that, you know, we are going to put everything back, pick everything up. I'm going to pose in the middle of a tree. And I'm sending you all so much love. I hope you felt like you were a part of this journey with us. I hope you got to experience and get inspired to do this yourself and to really take advantage of what this world has to offer. And just remember, We are so happy to have you a part of the family. We love you all so much, and thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed to join our farm fam, and if you would like to watch our latest video, it will be right here. See you all on the next video.